Hey guys, thought I would put together a quick video here. So, what we're going to look at real quick is some camp Mocs from Street Bootmakers. Street Bootmakers. I have one other pair of their boots that I got recently. They're a company that's based in the United States of America. They're in Chicago. Everything that they do is American made with American materials, American sourced materials, like their leathers and their hardware, everything. So you've seen before I did these. These are the Badalassi Carlo Longshore jump boot with a cat's paw heel and a Dr. Sole half sole in a 9. So it's suggested to go true to size. So that's what I did. I usually do 9s in standard boots, whereas P&Ws I do either 8 or 8.5D. They don't really offer a lot of widths for Oak Street Bootmakers. You generally get D width stuff. That's all, Goodyear welted and whatever. But anyhow, so when I open these up, let's just take a look at what it is real quick. So here it is. Here's the Camp Moc. These are in Horween natural Chromexcel. I like that they have, now the difference between Camp Mocs and boat shoes are, they're pretty similar. You have this ribbon or whatever. But the boat shoes are generally like a white or like a beige kind of, a lighter color sole. Whereas this has a dark sole that kind of matches the uppers in this case. And you often see, this shape on the bottom of it. I think it's called an 800 last, if I remember right. That could be the name of their... They also have penny loafers. They have all sorts of options for moccasin type shoes or whatever. So it was between this and the penny loafers. They're a little more expensive. And then they had the ones with, what are they called? The jelly roll? Beef roll. They have like these leather bands around here. Beef roll penny loafers. And they also have a heel on them, a bit of a heel. And I thought maybe they looked a little too feminine or something. Whereas this is a little more classy, moccasin. My grandfather always wore moccasins. It just reminded me of, more of like a traditional old time type vibe moccasins. And, I wanted something I could just slip on. I didn't have to lace up like a boot. And you can see the Oak Street logo in there. And having a leather footbed or whatever. These are an 8.5D. It said go half size down from your Brannock, or, your regular size. And it fits tight, and I wanted it to fit pretty tight. I didn't want my foot to be sliding about. And I wanted the option of wearing, going sockless, of course, because I think that's just kind of the way they're intended. And I think maybe they're a little too tight. I don't know. I probably could have got 9s and it would have been just fine. Because sneakers, I often wear like 9.5. So I probably should have got 9s. Anyhow, these are all hand sewn. It's all made by hand. And believe it or not, who actually makes these? Well, it's not actually Oak Street Bootmakers that technically make them. They're actually made by Rancourt. Rancourt has been around forever. They're a really old U.S. company based in Maine, and they're very popular for their moccasins. You also have like Russell Moccasin, but they make they're more known for like their mock toe looking boots. So it's a little different. You can see some staining here. I always hear people say natural doesn't have like a pull-up effect, but These definitely do. I mean, if I put too much pressure on these anywhere, I get a light spot. And so it's definitely pretty oily. You know, you don't have to, you know, you can have a natural color and still get pull up. They mark up very easily. They're very soft. They're very supple. It's like a really nice Chromexcel. I mean, this color is perfect. This is exactly, I was worried they were going to be too light, because usually Chromexcel, when it's brand new, is a very light color, like a sickly white almost, beige. Whereas these have a really nice creamy brown tan look to them right out of the box. It looks exactly like it looked in the display picture online. So I cannot complain about the color. It came out perfect. And because it's thinner, because it's a moccasin, you can really feel how supple and soft this Chromexcel is. Apparently, Oak Street gets to really get a fine pick of the litter for their Horween. You know, all their stuff that uses Horween products like Chromexcel, because they're so close. They're both in the tannery is in Chicago, and so is Oak Street Bootmakers. So I seen in an interview, you know, they have a pretty close relationship with Horween. So yeah, so right, I would have got them just a tad bigger, and that's about it. I mean, it was this or the penny loafers. And they don't have this this ribbon or whatever if you want to call it, band, lace. Yeah, they don't, and you know that goes through the whole way. They don't have that on a penny loafer, and so the penny loafer ends up just looking a little more like, I don't know, sophisticated. And I didn't want it being like too like preppy or snobbish looking, so I thought this was a nice medium. But yeah, I mean, you're not getting tons of support in this kind of shoe or footwear, but it's not really, you know, the design of it. It's just meant to look nice. So I like this back piece here. It's pretty cool. And just knowing it was all, you know, hand sewn, handmade in America by Rancourt. I mean, now I bought these on sale, Memorial Day sale. I've been eyeing them out for a while. I had been planning on getting something like this, you know, just as a little more practical slip-on type footwear for the summer. And, you know, say I just want to take the trash out real quick. I don't want to have to lace up boots or anything. So I thought these would be convenient, and I still get to, you know, get the comfort of leather. And yeah, so these were, like I said, on sale. So these were $200, which is a lot for what it is. Let's be honest. But the list price is normally $300. And some of the other ones, like the beef roll penny loafers, some of the penny loafers are even more. We're talking almost up to like $350. And it's like, that's a steep price. I mean, you could get some Sperry's for like, I don't know, probably $60 or something. So, you know, it was definitely, I did it all for the Horween. I did it all for the natural Chromexcel, and it's stylized pretty well. I mean, it is a classy looking moccasin, so it's not something I'm going to be buying a bunch of either. So it's just kind of like a one and done style piece of footwear that I've been meaning to get for quite some time. When I bought it, it came in a bigger box, a bigger cardboard box, but not much bigger. It was still a much thinner box than you would normally see when you're buying footwear. You know, because they don't, obviously they don't take up much space. Let's see if we can focus in here a little bit. Sorry about the movement. See a natural Chromexcel, Camp Moc, 8.5. So yeah, inside was this. You got two shoe bags. It was only in one of them. And I got this, which I thought was pretty cool. This little Horween piece of paperwork here. If you want to freeze frame that at all, welcome to. Talks about Venetian shoe cream, which I have, which I will not be using because it definitely doesn't feel like it needs it. I don't think these were sitting around long at all. Apparently these are their best sellers. So then you got the and then I got my shipping you know, information. And you know, it even has the return exchange policy. So yeah, they got to me pretty quick. I mean, like I said, I ordered them on Memorial Day, and I received them by Thursday. So, yeah, I mean, Monday to Thursday. Or maybe it was Sunday to Thursday. But either way, pretty quick. And they shipped via UPS. So, I haven't seen any videos specifically on these. Or maybe there was like one and it wasn't that well done. So I thought I would give them a little more exposure. I haven't even brushed these, which might be ideal to get a nice little shine up going. But yeah, you know, they're not like perfect, but they're pretty sweet. I can't knock the leather quality. This Chromexcel just, it feels a lot better than my Vibergs to the touch. I mean, maybe because, you know, the Vibergs are an actual boot and it's a lot thicker Chromexcel, you know. Now in here, I don't know if this is like loose grain because it's loose grain, or, you know, maybe in the sewing process it was beaten up a little bit. I don't know. They're very nice. You know, not too much you can say about a camp mock, you know, moccasin, but figured it was worth a gander. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'd been looking at it for a while and I just couldn't stomach spending $300 on something like this. So when it was $200, I'm like, you know what, screw it, I'll get it. It's not like I'm going to be getting more than one, so yeah, we'll see how long I keep it with me. Oh yeah, there's holes in it. You see the two little two little bite mark holes? I think there's another one too. I can't find it. But yeah, there's actually holes in these, which I think I'm going to write them an email about. I don't know why that's there. I don't think that's cool. I don't know what that's about. Two little it looks like there was a tag punctured into it. Right there. You see that? What the fuck's that about? See the other one. Does that have it too? Yeah, it does. I find that bizarre. I don't see why it should have that. But yeah. And even these the jump boots, they had these weird stains on them. I guess they're gone now. Yeah, and this part you can see it still a little bit. I mean, for a $500 boot, and it's like a dress-oriented boot, I guess you can't see it. Right where the upper and vamp are connected, you can see it's like, they said it was a marking, an indicator, but I think it was adhesive that they placed and replaced, or misplaced, I'll say. But yeah, so these are my two Oak Street pieces of footwear, and probably gonna be my last. I mean, I'm not wowed by them. The smell, I can smell their adhesives a little bit. I wish I smelled like more leather than anything. Yeah, we got half sock liner in here. Just doesn't fully extend. You can see down there, but yeah, they're very comfortable. So, all right, that's it. Until next time. Yeah. But yeah, my overall thing, I would have just got the 9s instead. I mean, I just didn't want heel slip, but I can still just kind of slip my foot in them without having to pull at the back with my hands, which is good, but it's a little tight in here at times. So at least with it being Chromexcel, cowhide Chromexcel, it should stretch. It should stretch out and be fine in the end, but I guess it's better to start a little snug than flopping around. So I could actually practically wear them on a quick walk if I needed to or something. So, all right, that's enough of that. I'll see you. Bye.